Hello everyone! I am Robis, and today I will present and discuss to you the seventh topic of this course, which is all about reinventing leadership. This session aims to define leadership and discuss its role in an organization, enumerate strategies that will transform and reinvent leadership, give strategies to empower the organization as part of the reinvention, and recognize the importance of reinventing leadership in an organization in today's situation. What is leadership? We are bombarded by many definitions of leadership. Broadly stated, leadership is a social process that involves influencing others. It has also been defined as a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a certain goal. It is an art of motivating a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal. It is a behavior, not a position. It means that leadership is inspiring people to live the vision, mission, and values of the organization. Leaders deal with rapid changes brought about by new technologies, globalization, politics, environmental concerns, and others, transforming the basic values, beliefs, and attitudes of followers to build an organizational capacity for positive change. Thus, we need to somehow reinvent leadership. What kind of leader are you? Reinventing leadership. Who wants to lead? Who doesn't? And what employees really think of their leaders? A lot has changed in the world of leadership. The pandemic and the demands of today's workplace call for stronger and more inspiring leadership in order to motivate employees and to achieve the quality results for which successful organizations constantly strive. For fun, let's have a survey. Which of these activities you might no longer need in this time of pandemic? High fives, handshakes, buffets, touch screens, mosh pits, or all of the above. What are the items that you are leaving behind? Or do you want to add more? Well, let's discuss your answers later. People nowadays are leaving behind things and activities that no longer serves them, right? What about leadership? Do we still need leadership in today's world where we are in a somehow hybrid environment? Yes, of course. And this is the time where we can reinvent leadership to be more innovative and creative for the benefit of the organization. Leaders need to reinvent themselves. Do you agree with that? The questions are, how do we start? And where do we start? Well, we can ask the following questions first as our guide. What are the biggest successes and stumbles of leaders? Are your managers doing a good job? What do you need from them? What motivates you about the work you do? Do you want to be a people leader? Why or why not? What are the biggest success factors in leadership? Do you have any idea? Based on a research study conducted by GP Strategies, good communication tops the list of the biggest success factors in leadership. This is no surprise to us, right? Communication is important in leadership. In every organization, it is the way we share feedbacks and goals. It is the way we connect with people, whether we are handling conflict or inspiring them to follow principles and values. Next is trust. Trust is the glue that binds the leader to his or her followers and provides the capacity for organizational and leadership success. It is the essence of leadership, the coin of the realm. Unless people build trust with their colleagues, they cannot gain legitimacy to lead, nor can they empower others. Lack of trust in leadership will cause your team to fear failure, resulting in less risk-taking and therefore less innovation and reinvention. Trust creates future leaders. When you trust your employees and colleagues, you empower them to own their success. Third on the list is competence and knowledge. Competence and knowledge is the root of becoming an extraordinary leader. When we use our knowledge and skills, applying them toward our experiences, our competence grows. With greater competence comes greater ability to successfully accomplish our goals as leaders. And as we accomplish more, opportunities for greater challenges open up too as well. Now, what are the biggest stumbles of the leaders? Is it arrogance, poor communication skills, inability to handle conflict, not trustworthy, not diverse and inclusive, not in touch with career aspirations, doesn't understand team challenges, or poor decision making? Well, based on a research study conducted by GP Strategies, the biggest stumble of leaders is poor communication, which covers 52%. A leader's inability to communicate well inevitably results in organizational chaos. Poor communication skills can lead to poor relationships with employees and peers. It creates a breeding ground of distrust and confusion. Next is arrogance. Arrogant leaders put themselves first, their personal agenda ahead of organization objectives and the common good. Arrogance destroys the values and absolutely essential relationships a leader has with other team members. So we need humble leaders who have high self-esteem and self-awareness and continue to push themselves to do better. They also recognize the rights of others to do the same and, in fact, encourage them to get better. Number 3 on the list is poor decision making. Why do some leaders make poor decisions? A leader's inability to identify important criteria and values associated with decision directly affect the outcome. Leaders should become aware of their actions and their choices. Now, the question is, as a leader, are you succeeding or stumbling? How about the leaders you are following? Let us try to reflect on these questions and discuss it later as you share your thoughts during our discussions. Do I share information transparently? Are my people aware of what I'm working on? Do I involve others in the decision-making process where I can? Am I communicating for confidence as well as connection? Am I aware of how I'm coming across to others? Reflect on these questions. The demands of today's workplace call for stronger and more inspiring leadership in order to motivate employees and to achieve the quality results for which successful organizations constantly strive. In Reinventing Leadership, Warren G. Bennis and Robert Townsend show leaders how to empower their organizations and bring the best out of each employee. Empowering employees means giving your team members permission to take action and make decisions within your organization. It also means that there is trust and understanding in place to ensure these actions are in line with the organizational goals. How do you empower employees? Empowering employees is a culture. It takes an increase in trust, clear communication, and strategic delegation. So here are some strategies on how to empower employees. First, delegate to develop. Delegate to take drudge work off your plate is often short-sighted and misses an opportunity to strengthen and empower your team. Instead, delegate with the intent to grow and develop the capabilities and responsibilities of your employees. Next, set clear expectations. Define the boundaries within which your employees is free to act by setting clear expectations. You're giving your employees permission to make decisions when ensuring the decisions are in line with organizational goals. Number 3, give employees autonomy over assignments. When you delegate, accept that this may mean your employee may complete the task differently than you would. Number 4, provide necessary resources. You offer tools, resources, and be a sounding board for ideas. Number 5, give constructive feedback. When debriefing on a project, be thoughtful and specific about the feedback you provide. Telling someone they did a good job doesn't give them any direction for what to continue doing in the future. So be specific about the actions or attitudes you'd like to see repeated and the impact it had on others. Number 6, accept ideas and input. When possible, include your employees in decision making and goal setting. If they can't be involved, at least be open to hearing their ideas and inputs. Not only can being receptive to new ideas help empower your employees, it can also open up your organization to great new ideas. 7, communicate the vision of the organization. So by clearly communicating the vision of the organization and how a team and its individuals contribute to that vision, you are empowering them with the knowledge that their contribution is making a difference. 8. Recognize and give rewards to employees for hard work. So showing appreciation for work well done makes it more likely that a person will do it again and do it even better. It would also encourage them to continue to be innovative, creative, take action, and to solve problems. To make it brief, I generalize the reinvention in leadership in 3 areas. First, from ego to EI, or emotional intelligence. So leaders should be willing to express vulnerability, ask for help, be inclusive in your decision making, make sure that you are hearing different voices, and transparent in your communication. Next reinvention is from tell to talk. Leaders should clarify the what more so than the how. Ask questions and listen actively. Tune in to what's going on with your employees. Make it a habit. Understand where you can support and ask them what's important to them. Then we have this reinvention number 3. From organizational and personal values separated to organizational and personal values coexist. Holistic approach to employee engagement with a focus on what's personally important to the people you lead, including wellness and work-life balance. Concentrated effort on supporting future leaders with a focus on their development needs. The strategies shared will help transform leadership vision into reality and lead organizations into future that includes increased employee satisfaction and continued economic growth. So let's upgrade to be more facilitative, nurturing, developmental, and empowering leaders. It's time to reinvent leadership. So here are the references of my report. Feel free to visit the websites and Google the authors and topics. Once again, I am your reporter for today, Rachel T. Robis. Thank you for listening. Bye!